Yo, what's up everybody watching at home? It's Krim. This week we're playing Esper Superfriends. Standard is finally a billion planeswalkers, all in one of my favorite color pairs. Second best, of course, to Grixis. But yes, legitimately, the answers have gotten so much better. We've gotten some sweet new spells, but most importantly, the new planeswalkers. Kaido Shizuki, a wonderful 3-mana planeswalker that often was overlooked at the beginning because, let's be honest here, he didn't protect himself. But it seems that phasing out is more than enough. Being able to come down on turn 3 super early, generate a threat, generate a ton of card advantage, it can take over the game on its own. And then, of course, you have the Wandering Emperor, a sweet, solid flash planeswalker that is a bit of both, a win condition or removal when you need it to be, with life gain stapled onto it. All around has just proven to be a very good card. Some of the other answers we got were March of the Otherworldly Light. This card has been an all-star. I assume that it's going to be a staple in Standard. I think I should probably be playing 4. And then, as you could just exile any artifact, creature, or enchantment that's equal to CMC X or less. And of course, you can exile white cards from your hand to make it cost 2 less. So 1 white card turns it into X equals 2 or less. So it can really scale and, it can bail you out in some tight spots. Of course, Farewell, a powerful sweeper, 4 mana, 2 white, choose 1 or more, exile all artifacts, creatures, enchantments, or graveyards. I'm finding myself throwing in this to any deck that plays white, even if I'm an artifact deck. Because there's so many enchantments running around, whether it's the Orzhov deck, the artifacts deck, you pretty much want to be able to sweep everything against mono green. It resolves from top down, so you don't have to worry about any of your own portable hole cards, but we don't play any, so I don't have to worry about that. So yeah, we're going to see how our Super Friends deck does on the ladder. Kamigawa Neon Dynasty has arrived. And of course, your pals over at cardkingdom.com are here to help you get whatever product you could ask for. So head on over to cardkingdom.com to get all your Kamigawa Neon Dynasty needs. This seems good. We'll keep. We have some counter magic. I think I'm going to go ahead and play the pathway on the backside. Probably play... Actually, this is an interesting spot to be in. Am I going to tap out next turn? Yeah, probably. I mean, it's mono green, right? So, what's their 3 draw? Oh, it's wolves? That might be a problem. Wait, what does that do? Enchants a permanent? Okay, you got it. I don't know what their deck does, but I don't know if I want to tap out now. It seems like I want to, spell pierce them or force spike them. Sure, you got it. All right. Can they animate a land or something like that? I don't know. I think I'm going to play Kaido. Make a body pass. Alright, so they have to target something, so I have a 3-3. Showdown. Okay, that's pretty good. I probably should have countered that, or gotten ready to counter that, but whatever. And let's draw a card. I'm going to need to answer a decent amount of stuff. I'm just not sure what. All right, I need to draw a card. That's what it is. We need to draw a card right now. Because they're going to have the ability to grow this, whatever this creature is. Sure, they're going to want to pump all of it into that. I have no clue, but... yeah, go for it. It doesn't have haste, so sure. Let's go ahead and counter the second showdown here. So it can't be blocked, right? So I can still keep my train going. All right. Plus, I kind of want to just see what they do. If I answer here, right? I exile Junkai or Jukai Naturalist, so they don't have infinity mana. They probably have some way to protect the creature. We exile Teferi. That should answer that. If I play a land, I guess I could also do all of that. So sure. Let's play a land. Let's exile for 2, submit 0. I think I want to exile again. I mean, what are the odds they have some way to protect it, right? I'm just hoping they don't have a way to protect it. Sure, that's pretty good. I don't see any other things that they're doing, though. So, try to exile Portrait of Michiko. So that's gone. Maybe they have another showdown. Looks like they do. Solid. This is now going to grow the visitor up a decent amount. So almost all their threats are pretty terrifying, actually. Okay, so I got to find a farewell or a board wipe. That's not what I wanted at all. I can dig. I've got to find something, though, because a lot of nonsense is about to happen here. I can untap, I can block, leave up the mana that's needed. No, let's go Celestis. Let's hope they don't have enough mana to, like they don't have a way to kill us this turn. That's the goal. They're going to try to split up and diversify their threats, right? So I got to find my way of getting rid of everything. So Sweeper, anything along those lines would be nice. I'd like that. Sure. Now they get a rune of their choice. What do I want to do about that? So it's going to grow a decent amount of stuff here. I can't let them give anything haste. That's all I know. Board wipe or bust. Here we go. Perfect. They went and swung into Kaido. Thank you, Kaido, for your sacrifice. Let's draw some cards. That's not a board wipe. That's not a board wipe. Okay. We are looking at probably the worst possible situation right now. Okay, that's playable. That's at least playable. Actually, does that matter? Untap up to 1 artifact. This is all 1 mana. Hold on, let me see here. If this is all 1 mana, it doesn't matter. It's all the same, right? Enters the battlefield. You may pay 1 rather than pay the cost for runes. I mean, I think this is all irrelevant, right? I'm better off just digging for a board wipe. I guess this gives me 2 bodies plus the card draw anyways. And let's go ahead and untap a blue source. All right, so now I have the chance to pick off a threat, block something. This is a little bit safer. I mean, we don't have any sweepers in hand. Unfortunately, we have a bunch of counter spells, but I'm hoping I can change that. All right, so when this enters the battlefield, it does something, right? Okay. Well, unfortunately, I have nothing to say about that, so here you go. I can remove a 1-drop. Actually, does it matter? No, not really. I think I'd rather just block. 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 I'll just take the damage. I'll just take the damage from here. Wandering Emperor. Not the best thing to see. I could not find a sweeper, but I do have 3 forms of removal. 4, really. Okay, this is kind of good for us. So I can exile Runeforge Champion. Black, white, black, white. Okay, cool.
I am almost sad to go.
That's pretty good. Alright, that exiles everything. Leaving me with a body and a Teferi, so I'm not too worried right now. Like, even if, yeah, like, Runeforge Champion hits the board here, it's not the end of the world. I will be able to, what is this? Give it the ability to trample. That's pretty good, obviously. Okay. I'm surprised they don't want to grow the Generous Visitor and then make that trample. And we have to assume that they've got enough stuff. Okay, this is actually becoming a problem now because I do need to answer this. Oh, perfect. Cool. And let's see, what do I find now? Sweeper, maybe? I know I play him. Okay. And now we pass. I'm not gonna like kill it off my Wanderer here. That's a pretty good turn though. I may as well counter that. I got nothing better to do. All right, that looks like that should be enough. That should be enough for us. Let's see. Let's draw a card. Take action. Oh, yeah. There we go. I'll throw away the removal spell. Let's see if I regret that. And now we have a body. Okay, cool.
We must protect the people.
And so begins our battle. Oh, okay. Well, maybe I should have kept that, but it's fine. Even better. I don't know if it matters now. I just go ahead and... Let me see. Let me do something real quick. Let me go ahead and activate. I'll just draw a card. I feel like that's good enough. And... oh, they're doing maintenance soon? Uh-oh. That's not good. Pass. All right, so they're doing maintenance, I think, relatively soon. We win. Doesn't matter. Gaming. Gaming. You love to see that. You love to see that. Opponent scooped. Feels good. Disdainful Stroke is not happening any timeline here. Maybe Leer, because, like, Leer is able to kind of, like, still be a little annoying for the opponent. So, yeah, I think I'm going to keep that in. I'm going to bring that in. We run it. We have the ability to counterspell them. This seems pretty solid. I wish I could cut off their 2-drop, but I don't think that's going to happen. All right, so they're going to play around Jwari Disruption, probably. Get rid of that. Almost there. Just a little bit longer, and then we can go ahead and use Wandering Emperor to exile Kami. That feels great. Another Kami, not as great. Now we go ahead and make sure we get our Wandering Emperor in. At the end of turn, of course. I don't want to get scalded, like, whatever of the scalds here. That's fine. Sure. They return it to their hand, so I think I'm okay with that. Gone.
You are not much of a roadblock.
And let's go ahead and plus get a body out of this. All right, so now I have negate up, which is the most important part. I can go ahead and minus next turn, because remember, Teferi can tap something down too, which would then is very nice when I have Wandering Emperor. Yeah, we can't let that happen. Let's go digging. That is interesting. I can exile here, exile there. That gets rid of 2 creatures at once. Let's just get rid of that now. Then let's go ahead and plus, so I don't have to kill off the Wandering Emperor next turn. I can just tap down Architect of Restoration. Ooh. Okay, let me do this, actually. There we go. Gain another 2 life. Activate this again. Let's make sure that we leave up exactly enough to use our Shattered Sanctum. Sure. Which one's I'm probably going to want the black mana more, so sure. Keep that. Go ahead. All right. That seems pretty good. They didn't even play anything. Great. And what do I want to do here? I could untap. That leaves me with a lot of mana. Or I can just keep digging. I think I'm going to keep digging. There's no pressure. Okay, this is looking pretty good. We're kind of like locking them down here. Of course, they can just spawn a ton of stuff randomly, and that won't matter. But, you know, what are you going to do? They need red mana. Cool. How many of these do they have? 7 or more. They have Flying and Vigilance. Oh, even better. Let's do this. We'll go ahead and plus, right? We plus on Kaido. Kaido makes it so we don't have to discard. Actually, now this is even better. Let's go ahead and tuck that away. Okay, so now we're able to combat them on a different axis here where we actually have a board state, so that feels pretty good. Sure. I mean, they haven't hit that point yet where I need to actually deal with their stuff, so go ahead. As you were, opponent, as you were. If I find a farewell here, though, they're in a lot of trouble. Where's that going? Wanderer? That one's going to Teferi. I think I like these. Okay, so the one going towards Teferi. Let Wanderer die? Nah, it's fine. Wanderer just makes another body anyway, so there's no reason to let her die. Let's go to attacks first. Kaido nets us a body again. Let's blow up the board here. It didn't tap the mana I wanted it to, so that's good.
Remember your strength.
All right, I think we're about to like get a good, like be in a pretty good spot here. I can just exile whatever they're playing. That's not too major. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have 5 right now. Kami's about to hit the board. That's okay. It's not an enchantment, so that's okay with me. Sure, go for it. Does it have haste or anything? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Enchantments and creatures you control have flying and vigilance. Well, that's not good. Okay. I mean, it's all the same, right? I got to get rid of their stuff somehow. Yep, there goes Kami. Okay, we probably need to, like, sweep the board here. So, let's just do that. Sure. Oh, Lolth is nice. Soren helps us dig each turn. That keeps us drawing cards. I think I like that, actually. All right, so let's just do this. Minus on Kaido. Minus on Wandering Emperor. Add black mana. Play Soren. Soren then makes a body, allowing us to block at almost all phases of the game here. One, two, three, four. Yeah, they have a showdown. Showdown's pretty good. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more enchantments and their stuff has flying, which is what the vampire's here for, to protect. And now we are somewhat an aggro deck ourselves, so we can actually start pushing some damage through. All right, so that is trample. Obviously, I need to kill all of this before it becomes a problem, but thank you. Let's try this. Take the action. Yes, I'd like to draw a card. Sure, I'll throw away the land. That seems fair. Let's draw a card again. Reveal. I'll take that. How much is that? That's 3 mana. That's okay with me. So I have to hold priority here. Actually, you know what I could just do? I could just do this. Let's just get rid of that. Let's go to combat. Draw a card. Now I can protect a good amount of stuff. Yeah, that's fine. Kami, you got it. Do they have a way to protect this card? They must. There must be a way to protect this card right now. If they didn't have a way to protect it, they wouldn't have, oh, wow, I guess they didn't have anything. Okay, fine. Seems good. So for 3, submit nothing. That makes a rune fall off. They can have Kami as big as they want it to. That's fine. I still have a flyer anyways, so this doesn't matter to me. 1, 2, 3. Oh, they're actually only at... this isn't an enchantment creature, so they're only at 6. They're going to need a little bit more. Take the action. Sure, I'll throw away the land. Why not? I have no need for it. And that should about lock it up for us. So let's go ahead and minus, make a body. Actually, let's do this first. Let's add a mana. I think I could still actually attack. Hold on. Let's just attack. Perfect. Okay. So white mana. Untap. Untap. And sure. 0. I could have done this for free, but I slightly messed up there.
Remember your
Oh, that's going to be good. We pass. I have flyers, so I'm not too concerned. I'm at 46 health, so I've gained a generous amount of health here. I would say I've gained a very generous amount of health. Hollowed Haunting. Okay, so they have 1, 2, 3, 4. They can play a land. They can play another threat, but I'm going to be able to pick off Kami pretty easily here. 3, 4, 5. They only have 5. I think we get the W after this anyways. I could be, I forgot, I could be attacking with my ninja, but whatever. Sure I will. Sure I will. This will be great. This will be great. See, look, I already drew one. Already starting off with a stellar start. You know, what's an underrated album? I don't know if any of y'all listen to it, but A Day to Remember's new album is fire. I feel like it gets a lot of flack for no reason. I love the album. Uh-oh. Hold on. Does that matter? I think I need to get rid of this, right? What does this become? Some nonsense on the back, right? This is a modified deck. This is a modified deck, right? Okay. As of right now, I mean, I'm not doing anything about that, so go for it. They clearly have some way to counter me back. It's a pretty cool deck, though. I don't know what's going on, but it looks like it's modified, and I need to leave up counter magic. Well, that can't happen. All right, we pass. It comes back. They get to grow some of their stuff, sure, but as of right now, whenever another enters the battlefield, another creature enters the battlefield, you can pay X. They are down some mana, aren't they? I see what they're going for. They're trying to just use Shigeki. I need one land here. One land and I can kind of just like sweep them. Oh, assuming it resolves, of course. Do they have flash? I don't think so. I essentially have to let them do whatever it is they want to do right now, though. I am not actually able to allow them the ability to resolve something like a Tameo, because that's actually multicolored and that's kind of a problem. That's pretty good. See, they hit their land. Everything's going just splendid for them. Luckily, we still have a decent amount of our health, and they don't have 5 or more modified creatures. They're playing Simic Ramp, so they are the evil. We have to beat the great evil. That is Simic Ramp. Okay, I'll take 4. Pop off. If they leave up a blue, that tells me they have Spell Pierce. They don't leave up anything. Cool. This is looking pretty good here for us, right? Now, I can just leave them with a 2-2. Everything else doesn't matter. Forces them to tap out, get a little desperate. Sure, I'll pass. Let's play this this game. I know they have Coma, though. So the problem here is that we know they have a Coma. Like, there's no way you play that and you don't have Coma. Larry the Lobster is another one I have to worry about and play around, a.k.a. Super Crab. So I have to be mindful of that. All right, I think this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to play Kaido. How do they feel about that? We make a body. What flash? Oh, turtle. They're going to flash turtle loop me, aren't they? I'm 90% sure that's what they're trying to do here. They've definitely got flash turtle loop. Hey, that's mine. I mean, I guess I still get to exile my Kaido, so it's kind of protected here. There's no timeline where they don't play Crab, by the way. They have Crab. They're a control deck, just from everything that I'm seeing here. They're just Sultai Ramp with Crab. Binding of the Old Gods. They can't target Kaido. They do ramp. That's a problem. Actually, no, they don't. Sure, that's fine. Go for it. I can negate them back in case they try to counter me. So we have to exile Graveyard, so we do lose Memory Deluge here. I have 8 mana at my disposal. Plus Kaido. I have to counter them back. If they have Jwari Disruption, it won't do it. I mean, I've got to try to counter this, right? Do they have Spell Pierce? If they have Spell Pierce, it's like GG's. They don't have it? Cool. Let's go ahead and minus. 3, 6, so that's Ren and 7. Does that matter to me? Not really. They minus? That's okay. Sure. Let's just play another body. See if they counter this. I mean, no matter what, I'm going to get a body. So I'm going to swing in and kill Ren. I don't need to counter anything right now. They can counter me back, and that's fine. Then I just get rid of... That means they can't remove my 2-3. They are tanking for sure right now. Okay, what will you do, opponent? I still get to activate my Wanderer ability in like response to like them removing something, so. Let's plus. We do have 5 life, so we do need to be a little careful how we do this here. Is that worth it? Do they have reach? Yeah, it's fine. They need double removal here. We'll plus on the Samurai, because if they have the removal, they're going to want to remove my Vampire Nighthawk. As I thought, so let's go ahead and remove here. Renin 7 down. That's good. Play here. Play wedding band thing. Sure. Wedding announcement. You're invited for sure, opponent. You get a body. That's pretty good, so I don't have to minus Kaido. Engine's kind of going online here, so this feels real nice. Binding of the Old Gods. But why? And on who? Soren? Yeah, I mean, that's fine. We're not dead yet, right? So you can choose one of my many planeswalkers. Like, the only thing I care about is them resolving Storm of the Festival, right? So otherwise, they're doing everything once a turn. They don't get to, like, cheat anything out. They don't get to, like, suddenly get back in the game. So seems fine. Plus, I've got Kaido drawing me as long as I have a threat here. We're also ahead on clock. Kaido's so good. Oh, and Wandering Emperor. These new planeswalkers are the nuts. Esper Super Friends. Ah! I mean, at some point, you got to do something, opponent. Okay, there you go. I have to get them to board wipe, huh? All right, cool. And now I just sit here and I counter them to the end of days. I love it. I love it. We do it again. We do it again, everyone. All right, I am going to need Soul Shatter because you know they're going to bring in some shenanigans like that. So, Farewell's better than Doomscar in this matchup. We're not going to need the Doomscar. What have we seen from them? Oh, right. They do play some of, like, the minor inconveniences, like the little creatures, right? They've shown me partially Sagas. But I think we still want our counter spells, right? I mean, maybe not like a ton of negates, but maybe we don't need Grandpa? Like, this isn't a full control matchup, so I don't know if I need that. You know what? I'm so confident in this. 61 special. 61 special. Not afraid. Hit him with the 61 meatball. Oh, we keep. We keep these. 100% we keep these. Put this on Hengegate Pathway, because we've got all the blue we need. Oh, actually, perfect draw 'em too, right? Now I have nothing but untapped mana. You'll love to see it. All right, so we were in Disdainful Stroke territory here. There's no, like, Thought Distortion effect, right? No. What do they have that's Flash? Maybe they have Counter Crab, but that wouldn't trigger here, so I don't really know what they're doing. All right, so it's a removal spell that's in hand, right? That's kind of like what they've kind of tipped their hand to. We have 2 counters, like we have enough to cast 2 counter spells, so I feel pretty good about this. We have an answer to Coma in the event that they play one, assuming they don't duress us, which they probably will, or some kind of discard effect. Let's see if I can get Celestis down. Like, if they fight for Celestis, that's okay. Do I care about the tempo loss? That's the main thing. Like, I'm gonna tap out, spend some mana. Guess it's not that big a deal if they go Binding of the Old Gods. I mean, we don't have to do anything. Cool, Hagra Mauling. I love that card. You know I love that card. Okay, so maybe now with the amount of mana that we have access to, I think next turn I would be down to jam Celestis. Let's see if they fight for it. If they fight for this, that's okay. I won't push back on that. This is essentially to keep me, I guess, slightly up on resources. All right, pass. So they can play Binding of the Old Gods, which I assume they have. It ramps them. How much do I care about this? Disdainful Stroke. Let's tap the blue here. I guess this is, like, not the worst thing to fight over, right? I mean, this is going to let me filter through my deck, so I could see why they care. Yeah, let's take the action. They have to have, like, Counter Crab or something like that. That's what they're holding on to here. There's just no way. The waiting game. I like this. So I can double counter next turn, right? That's what matters here. They have Larry the Lobster. Obviously, I'm not happy about that, but let's just hope they don't have Larry. Because I don't have any removal for Larry right now, and they've clearly kept this hand. So what this tells me is they do have it. The hand did nothing all game long. This, like, leads me to believe they have Hullbreak Horror. Once that hits the board, we do struggle because we don't have an answer here. They are doing nothing again. What are they holding on to? I just need to, maybe I need to put in Hullbreak Horror for this matchup myself. We don't have any of our win conditions, unfortunately. We've drawn a lot of lands here, and we've essentially got 2 more. Because we're getting to the point where this card's kind of like a non-factor. I mean, if they have Hullbreak Horror, they should just play it, right? Is that what they're waiting on? Maybe they need like 1 mana to do something? I guess this is like kind of annoying. It blows up my Binding. I mean, it blows up my Celestis, which has been kind of looting each turn. It's fine. Go ahead. Will I get some pushback on this? I will not. All right, Kaido's leaving. All right, Kaido's gone. What are they holding on to? I'm very confused. This has to be like Hullbreak Horror. 3. Yeah, they have 10 mana next turn. Tamio. Let's see if they fight for this. Meatball Massacre on 1. Yeah, sure, you got it. So Kaido is going to have to loot for a little while, but that's fine. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, that's interesting. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. All right, pass. So if they try to cast the party at whatever island, I'm going to exile it. Binding the Old Gods. Okay, sure. No Kaido. I think I'm going to start animating my land here. Let's see if they have it. If they've got removal, that means they're running low on cards, right? They've got to be. I need them to not have a negate backup or something like that. I'm at 25. I'm pretty healthy, actually. You should cycle Counter Crab here. Show me what's up. If you were going to kill Soren, you would have killed it sooner. Reveal. All right, so if I animate, that's 3-5. I have exactly enough mana to still do a double play. Okay, cool. Do they have anything? I mean, they've got it, right? Like, here comes a removal spell or something like that. They've been waiting. They've been itching. So we're going to help them scratch that itch. 3, 6, 7. So if they cast a Hullbreaker, I have the ability to kill it. Now we just don't do anything but sit here and hang out. Cool. Infernal Grasp. So that'll lose them 1 life to kill it. That's okay with me. Burning cards out of their hand. Feels good. Yeah, I'll take the card. Why not? Let's attack. If they don't do anything, then we pretty much just win, right? Soul Shatter. Okay, that's fine. Like, I'm not going to fight them on anything. Unless it's just the whatever spell, right? Oh, that might be a problem. Sweet. So do they actually have gods? Like, what would they get? Like a Valky randomly? If they have every god in their deck, then they are, well, a god gamer. I will counter that. And that should be GG. Good game. Good game. Let's run it. Let's keep that Wandering Emperor, right? We'll be fine. Nuts. It's this matchup. I guess I play Iganjo and pass. You never really want to start with that, but it's kind of what I gotta do here. Uh-oh, we know what this matchup is. Let's hope they don't have whatever Rites of Oblivion, because I kind of need my cards here. This is the matchup we've been waiting for, right? This is the big test. How does this deck pair up against the best deck of the format? It looks like they have it. Damn it. Okay, hopefully I don't miss here. Exile's the permanent. How good is that? Ooh. That's pretty rough. That's pretty rough. We needed that one. We needed that one pretty bad. It's okay. Surely I'll draw a land. Somewhere along the way, right? Right. There we go. See, I told you I play lands. Yeah, we gotta get rid of this. This is just gonna get exiled. That's the problem. What was that? They had 2 mana? Is that otherworldly nonsense? So at least if they use the Rites of Oblivion now, that guarantees that I get rid of at least that. So maybe I get to actually keep some of my cards here. But I am worried about what they do next turn, which is the problem. Well, I guess I'm also assuming I draw lands, which is a bit ambitious of me. How is that possible? I have like 27? Well, hey, at least I have a lot of Wandering Emperors, you know? It's Edgar? Uh-oh, that's not good. Uh-oh. Well, at least I get to do something with that. Actually, I might just take the damage. Right, like, I lose if I don't draw a land anyway, so no point in, like, spending this when I need to save that for their creature land. Soren, okay, cool. Well, they probably think we're just a mirror match. Let's go to the next game. Go next. I probably want that. Meatball Massacre, this is good. They have a lot of removal, spot removal. We bring in Test of Talents because this kind of wrecks their game plan of using Rites of Oblivion, Vanishing Verse, things like that. That card just straight wrecks them. Amirith has the issue of it being a threat that can be kind of easily answered, actually. Right? It gets chumped, actually, by Lolth pretty hard. I trust in the 61 special. Cool. All right, we're going to probably be hit with like 1,000 different forms of disruption, right, this game? Because they're going to bring that in. They'll have their normal clock that they always have. I guess we're getting on the board first. Oh, they might have Vanishing Verse here, actually. Cool. Well, we were able to sneak in a token, so that was nice. Nice. Trading tokens. I like it. The beginning of your end step, so before they go there, so we set a stop. And we just hold up counter magic. Or try to represent that we have even more than we actually do. Although we just have straight 7 lands. Found the lands from last game, though, so that's pretty good. If I can find Test of Talents to rip, that's kind of like actually pretty unfortunate for us. That's the one thing we don't have an answer to. Found all my lands. At least I found all my lands. Oh, come on. I'll trade you for the 1/1. Oh, come on, game! Where's all of this earlier? Which, we're gonna get beaten down by Edgar. GG's. Edgar's gonna do it. They played around Dry Disruption. Masterful. Well played. Sure. I'd like to try to exile Edgar here. Well, let's see if I get to keep any of my stuff. If they have another threat, I'm in trouble. If they're consigned to Oblivion, that's a problem. Or right to Oblivion, sure. Play a 4-drop? Play like a Sorin or something like that. No, don't. Okay, this is fine. Come on, game! Game! A land! Again! Well, this is about as bad as it could probably get. We've drawn... Actually, 3, 6, 9, 10. About every land in our deck, so we're dead? GG. Maybe they don't animate? I don't know. If they animate, we're dead. Oh, they figured it out. Game's trolling? Alright, let's get rid of all of that. So, I have Sorin, Kaido. I think that's a lot of card advantage on its own, so let's just run that. Play Shattered Sanctum. Oh boy. Here it is. Most popular matchup. I fully expected to play against this, though, so. Let's just get rid of the Shambling Ghast. I feel like that's going to lead to too many problems later, right? They're going to get treasures. They get ahead on resources. I don't want that, especially when I'm about to play Kaido. I got lands to spare, so I'm not worried about that. Wedding announcement is a problem. It's kind of annoying, but whatever. Play another body. This body allows me to go ahead and, sure, they get rid of a Teferi. That's not the end of the world because I have another one. It's double Teferis. I got a pair. It's quite nice. So I need them to not have removal here. Eye twitch is fine, sure. Let's plus. So no matter how this plays out, I get to keep one of my threats, at least until I find a sweeper. Okay, I mean, I can't stop that, right? Like, that's going to happen one way or the other. So, sure. The negate makes sense. So now I just make sure I send one blocker in front of Spellbinder, the other in front of the 1/1. Or they wait. If they wait, that gives us a little more time. I'll counter whatever I can with this. We got a dig. I don't want to get anything off Eye Twitch, so we're going to go ahead and just exile all creatures, artifacts, enchantments, graveyards. Sure. Get rid of all of that. Minus. Plus.
I bring my
Sweet. Got rid of everything. That was about as good as we could ask for it to be. Even with Lolth, that's not the worst thing to happen to us.
Envy the strong, for they can see.
If I tap that down, it's out of the way. I can attack, right? Okay, so we float a white. Untap. Sure. Tap one down. Untap a land. Right, and then we exile for 0 here. This allows me to go ahead and get another body out of this. That's great news. Poop out a 1/1. We just pass, right? There's no reason to do anything. They're staring down 3 planeswalkers. We've got the crew, the squad. They know we have negate. All right. It's exactly what we wanted. Beautiful. And the farewell. And the farewell. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. Okay, so this matchup is going to come down to a lot of their annoying little 1/1 dorks. Do I need anything else here? Not necessarily. I think I'll be okay. I think I need a 3rd farewell. I think I want like 3. Right, like I don't have a counter spell, but that's fine. We're pretty threat heavy. We'll start with Shipwreck, Marsh, play Hengegate Pathway. They're going to duress us, so... Eye Twitch, yeah, makes sense. Ooh, good old Bank Buster. I do like that on turn 2. I don't like that that gives them a target, though, to right to Oblivion, so might not do anything. Yeah, I don't think I do that. I got to make sure that they leave up mana to try to sacrifice Eye Twitch. If they don't do anything, we just take our turn. I mean, they're probably worried about counter magic, so as long as they leave up mana, they'll probably play pretty reserved. Yeah, this makes them actually have to use their Consign to Oblivion probably on Reckoner, and that's fine because this still draws me a card, right? I want to pause there, make them think I have a negate. That way they don't just willy-nilly cast whatever they want, because I actually don't have anything. No permanent for them except for this little treasure here. 3, 6, 7, 8. So they probably drew a land here. Or they may want to duress, which is also fine. Wedding announcement. But I don't want to go to your wedding. Oh, thank God. All right, perfect. I mean, we got to get them to do something, right? Actually, but does any of this matter? Not yet. So we just pass. Let's just focus on getting Reckoner online. That's what I'm going to do. I see no reason to worry about any of this. I mean, they like even if I had a counterspell, this would resolve, so they know that. I won't fight them on that. I'm gonna just count their mana, make them think I have Jawari Disruption. How much mana do you have? Oh, yeah, okay, well, you know, I'm actually gonna... That's fine, sure, go ahead. The twitching of the eye. Okay. They could sack, do whatever they want. The eye twitch is happening, though, so go for it, buddy. I gotta get them incentivized to actually play more of their stuff. They've clearly got a Vanishing Verse. Now they definitely have a Vanishing Verse. So we can play this on the black side, I guess. We're now getting to the point where I will just play planeswalkers. What are you counting my mana for, buddy? Oddly enough, I still get to have blue mana after all of this, so if that's what they were trying to get me to do, I still have blue mana. Play Bankbuster again. I have no need to worry about anything right now. Oh crap, I accidentally just attacked. Do we just commit now? Nah, it's fine. That's a feel bad. I mean, I did need that body. That was pretty major as I was able to block with it. Ugh. I might have clicked a little too much there. I mean, if they don't do anything, I guess they had to keep drawing cards, and I'm okay with that too. Sorin. At some point, I'll draw a counterspell, right? I guess not. Not yet.
No.
We just don't need it yet. Spellbinder. That's pretty good. 3, 6, 7, 8. Okay, cool. Sure, there goes my farewell. You got it. I don't mind that whatsoever. I actually don't even know if I care about this either. Like, part of me just wants to let all this hang around for a little bit because I have removal. I can keep drawing cards. There's no need for me to, like... I am taking a lot of damage, though. And they are definitely waiting for me to board wipe here. I still actually have removal in Wandering Emperor herself, so... Sure. Their own Meatball Massacre. Well, great news. They can cast it and kill the board if they want. That would be a delight. Okay, seems fair. I pass. I take all that damage. Seems good. Yep, go for it. There goes my Wanderer. I haven't had to actually, like, commit any resources so far. Let's get him to do something. So what's my line here? I can go ahead and plus. They animate. They can block. That's not too major. I get to keep up all my mana anyways. I don't need any more blue. I've kind of got all the blue I could ask for right now, so sure. All right, let's go with Teferi. Where's that removal at, opponent? I know you got some. I know you got some for me. I just pass. I have a Planeswalker. They can't Vanishing Verse this one, so... Oh. Okay, well, I guess I get it back. At some point. I'm at 38 cards. I need to get something. Spellbinder, that's not bad. That's fine. They don't have instant speed removal currently. Makes sense. I mean, they're probably going to sweep the board here, right? And if they do, I go and just get rid of Wedding Festivity, so they kill everything of their own. 1, 2... Alright, so we got them to board wipe themselves. These will negate each other. Let's get to Fairy. Let's go digging. I need to find something. Oh, reveal. Give me that. Then next turn, I'll be able to gain a good amount of life back. So they have to Vanishing Verse this and or use whatever Consign to Oblivion. They drew a land that feels kind of good for their health. Not so great for us. Alright, we got them to board wipe themselves, though, so that's pretty good. So Sorin goes down one. I could kill off Sorin, make another body, force them into a position to answer the Reckoner. We'll try for it. That looked very promising. So now we just... They don't have snow mana, so they wouldn't play blood on the snow. So blood on whatever. And I don't know. It feels like we're in a pretty good spot. Right, we're protected. We're able to go and kill their land pretty easily here. Because we have Iganjo. They can't duress that. I mean, I'll counter it just because I have nothing else to counter. Oh, well, they can't take that one. Non-land, buddy. Non-land. Lolth, that's a banger. Okay, so how are we going to do this? We need to get over to the hump of... Oh, cool, it doesn't matter. We win. GG. That was dope. Unfortunately, we had to cut the video a match short. I was filming. I would have had a 5th match in there, but Arena went down. So servers were down. Couldn't finish the filming. I had to do something. So, yeah. Regardless, we went 3-1, losing to what is considered the best deck, but also beating the best deck. So we're 1-1 against it. So I think this deck definitely has a lot of staying power, as I do like the ability of countering the Orzhov deck, because that deck can pop off if you just let it do whatever it wants willy-nilly, but if they have to respect counter magic, it gets much harder. With Test of Talents, you're able to eat their Vanishing Verses, all their efficient removal, so they're left with just dealing with your stuff through Planeswalkers, which you yourself can deal with quite nicely, as you have your own Vanishing Verses, etc., etc. So, all-around strong deck. Take it for a spin. I genuinely think this is a very good deck. Maybe some numbers could change between Farewell and like how many Planeswalkers. I think maybe we could play like 2. Sorry, I had a burp there, but whatever. I'm going to keep this cut because it adds to the authenticity. So thanks for watching. As always, appreciate you supporting all the content here on mtggoldfish.com. Keep your eyes and ears on all of our content coming out. And otherwise, you can find me at twitch.tv playing any kind of video games, Final Fantasy, card games, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic, all of the above, horror games. So twitch.tv/TheAsianAvenger, social media, the same thing. Thanks for being so supportive. I'll see you at the next one.